In this video, I'm going to show you how to add the shopping cart to your SureCart powered website. It's quite easy, and this is what you will end up having at the end of this video. You'll see on this website there's a navigation here, and I have the shopping cart right here off to the right. When your buyer clicks on it, this sliding shopping cart will appear. I'll show you how to customize everything that you see in it, including the colors and the text. And your buyer can then click right here to go straight to the checkout. So this is what we're going to cover. So first, let's go to the settings inside of SureCart. So here is the settings, and you're going to see right on the settings, you scroll down a little bit, and here are our cart options. Now, these cart options will probably look a little bit different if you're using what's known as a site editor theme. This install right here has a site editor theme. Let's compare the settings so that you can see the difference. You can see there are fewer options with a site editor theme, and that's because there's a menu cart block that you can add to your header if you're using the block editor to build your header. So let's take a look at some of the options that are going to be available to us. First, you would want to enable the cart, obviously. Next, you can choose the icon that you want to use. There's two options. Then you can choose from this right here, which is going to give you the option to have it be a floating icon on the bottom right of the website. So wherever your buyer is, they'll see this floating icon. You could have the menu icon, which I showed in the beginning of this video, or you can actually have both. The option of what you do is completely up to you. So if you are, though, going to have it be in the menu, the next step here is to choose the menu. This is very simple. You'll click right here where it says Add Menu, and it will show a list of the menus that you have created on your website. So just choose the menu that you want. In this case, for this website, there's a menu named Main, and that is what's being used in the header area there. So this is set up now to add that icon to the main header menu that I've created. And then you could choose where you want the cart icon to be positioned, whether on the right, as you saw in the beginning of the video, or it could be on the left. It depends on your setup. And then here is the final option. I like to have this on. This is to show the menu icon, cart menu icon always, or only when there's an actual item in the cart. I like to show it always so that when someone visits my website, they know that there's an e-commerce store here that they can purchase things from. So you would just choose these options how you want to. And what ends up happening with the styling, let's go back and take a look. You see how this website has a transparent header and the icon is white. It's going to inherit all of the styling from the other menu items. So the other menu items right here happen to be white. That's why it inherited that color of white. Now, if the background was a light colored background and the menu was a dark color, it would inherit that also, and it will do it dynamically. So on this site in particular, let me go here, let me click into a product. You can see on the same website, this part here does not have a transparent header, and it all just switches perfectly. Now let's quickly take a look at a site editor theme and how it's a little different getting this set up. You'll notice when I enable the cart, I don't get all of those options, and that's because site editor themes don't have traditional menus, so you do it just a little bit differently, and I'll show you. And then we have a separate option here if you want to show the floating cart that we talked about earlier. So on a site editor theme, when you go to Appearance, you don't have the option for Customizer, you just have this option here for Editor. So I'll click into that and it takes me into the site editor of WordPress. Here it is. And then I'll click right here to go into the site editor, and I'm clicking in here to look at my header. So let me expand the options by going to the list view, and I'm going to expand out the options here. And you can see I have added the cart menu icon block. This is a block that will be available to you. So if I click on the plus right here and I click on blocks, I could just start searching for it. That's easier. Here is the block that we've created. You can just drag and drop it wherever you want. Then when you click into the block, over here on the right, you have those same options that you saw a moment ago. inside of the SureCart settings where you could choose the icon. Then you could click here as well, and you can customize some of the coloring. So this is how you would add it to a site editor theme, where this block editor is used to build out your entire site from head to toe. But like I said, most people will use this. They'll have a normal theme where you go to appearance and then there's customizer, and it will just be appended to the menu of your choosing. So now that you've enabled this cart icon and you've chosen between the cart icon in the menu or the floating icon, let's take a look at how do you customize the actual cart that slides out. So if you'll see underneath the SureCart settings right here, it says cart, and let's go ahead and click into that. And this is pretty much everything you see is customizable. And I've actually customized this a little bit. So out of the box, the top part of this cart won't have this color. It'll be white, and the text here will be black. I customized it a little bit. I like the way that this looks. So let's go ahead and click this icon right here to see the list view. And these are all the different components that make up your cart. And you can click into them and options will appear here off to the right. So if I click where it says cart, the first option is the width. And this is how wide it's going to be when it slides out. You can see I've customized it. I've made it 600. Yours will probably say 500 by default. Next, I'll click into the cart header, and you can see I chose a different background color and text color. You have full control over all of this, including the padding that is above and below the text. In fact, you can highlight the text here. You can see I have it bolded, and you can make it say whatever you want. So let's change it. I made it say review your cart. It's just point and click. You can change pretty much anything you want here. And then for the cart items, there's some options that you get here for styling, but also some functional options here. So if you don't want to make it so someone can remove an item, you could toggle this off. If you don't want to make it so someone can customize the quantity, you could toggle this off, and that's how that will look. Then for the cart coupon, there's options here for the text that's being displayed. You can control that as well as style it. The subtotal area and the cart submit button. Now this button is going to inherit the styling from your theme. So there's not anything you need to do, and it's going to pull the color. It's going to pull any kind of styling like border radius all automatically for you. But you can click into it and you can customize it further if you want to do that. Now there's also a really nice block you can add to the slide out cart if you wanted to. I'll click on the plus. It's right here. It's called cart message. And you can drag and drop that wherever you want, and you could enter a message here. For example, if you have a sale going on, or there's a coupon you want someone to use, or maybe free shipping for orders over $100, you can put that cart message right here, as well as style it up how you like right here off to the right. And then when you're finished, just go ahead and click over here on the top right on the update option, and the cart will be updated. You can back out of here by clicking on this logo here on the top left, and you have customized your cart. So this is how you add the menu cart to your website, or choose between that and the floating icon on the bottom right, and how you can customize the cart exactly how you want.